A few moments, so climb aboard, watch your step, and do me a favor, everybody, scoot all the way down to the far right-hand side of this tram. We do want to fill in as many of these seats as possible, so make sure to give everybody an opportunity to climb aboard. Now, if you have any children with you today, any little ones, anybody out there whose feet don't touch the floor of the tram, just make sure they're seated away from those tram gates. Have them seated towards the middle of the tram for their own safety. But find yourselves a seat, everybody, get settled in. This is the only ride in the park where you can also bring snacks and drinks with you on board, so enjoy that at your leisure as well. But we'll be taking off in a few moments, everybody. Watch your arms and legs as those gates close on your left. And as y'all get comfy and cozy, you're probably thinking to yourselves right now, who is talking to me right now? Whose buttery, silky voice does this belong to? And I'll tell you right now, it belongs to your very charismatic and equally good-looking tour guide. Hi, everybody. My name is Jorge. If y'all see me, if y'all hear me, everybody wave hello to your screens. Some of your screens are working. Hi, everybody. I do want to say one thing right out the gate. I am not AI, okay? I'm not AI. I'm not a pre-recording. I'm a real person with real feelings. I'm coming at you live from the front car of this tram, and I'm going to be your studio tour guide today. We're going to go on this adventure together. We're going to take a little break away from our theme park, and we are going to enter and explore our 400-acre studio lot dedicated to the world of entertainment. It's waiting for us just at the bottom of this hill on your right-hand side. Actually, a couple of months ago, on March 15th of this year, this studio lot that we're about to explore today officially turned 111 years old. Everybody say, wow. That was a really good wow, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? We are one of the oldest and one of the largest studios in the world. We have a lot of ground to cover. So everybody look to your left, wave goodbye to the people over on your left-hand side. Bye, everybody. And for those of you who already forgot, my name is Jorge. Everybody say, hey, Jorge. Hi, everybody. Again, I am your good-looking tour guide, but I am not a great driver. Luckily for everybody here, I'm not the one behind the wheel today, but we are in the hands of one of the best drivers in the business. He's up here next to me. His name is Riley. Everybody say, hey, Riley. Hi, Riley. Now, Riley is going to be the one driving us around, and coming up on your screens is our master of ceremonies for the studio tour. So everybody, wave hello to my good friend, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Jorge.
And the greatest driver.
Riley.
You're the best. I love them. Even though
Jorge.
owes me $5.
Wait, what?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
All right, my friends, we're going to be on this tour for 45 to 60 minutes at the very most. So during this time we're together on the tour, if there's any serious medical emergency of any kind, if you drop something of value off the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, reach up and pull that red emergency cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll go back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please remain seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, some tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. Have your cameras out for great photo opportunities. Keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And for your safety and the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while we're on board. Before we enter the lot, on your left is our brand new roller coaster ride. Everybody say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. This is our first official outdoor roller coaster. It's going to be called Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, opening this year in our theme park. And on your right is the Universal Timeline. These movie posters represent just a few of over 8,000 movies that we have been able to film and distribute here at Universal Studios ever since we opened our doors over 111 years ago on March 15th, 1915, making us one of the oldest production studios in the world. And the man on your screens is our founder, Carl Lemley. Every single day we are making movies, TV shows, commercials, music videos, reality show competitions, and a lot of that happens at the very bottom of this hill in our studio lot. Specifically this first part of our studio lot called the front lot. Now our front lot is where a lot of our writing and a lot of our filming happens. Our production offices, our sound and editing facilities are all at the bottom of this hill. Also down here are a majority of our sound stages, which we use every day for filming. And if any of you out there don't know what a soundstage is, imagine a big empty warehouse. We occupy these sound stages with sets that we build so that we can create locations for filming. And again, if any of you out there have never seen a soundstage before, coming up on your left is Soundstage 12, built in 1928. This is the oldest soundstage on the studio lot. In fact, back in 1931, the original movies for Dracula and Frankenstein were built and filmed in this very soundstage. Another huge blockbuster that filmed here a couple of years ago was Oppenheimer, Universal's 11th Best Picture Oscar winner, directed by Christopher Nolan. In the movie Oppenheimer, there's a scene that takes place in the White House, and we had to build a replica of the Oval Office inside one of the sound stages on your left-hand side. Everything on your screens right now was built and filmed inside Soundstage 12. And due to the size of these sound stages, as you can see on your screens, we can build sets of all sizes in these sound stages, sets that replicate and represent houses, mansions, backyards, hotels, castles, museums, deserts, jungles, recreating faraway locations, real or imaginary, giving those sets a sense of depth and reality to them. And these sound stages are almost entirely soundproof. 80 to 90% of all the filming that happens at Universal Studios happens in sound stages like these. A new TV show that's coming out on July 9th on Peacock is called The 5-Star Weekend, starring Jennifer Garner and Timothy Oliphant. They did all of their filming in our sound stages. We're currently in the process of filming season 30 of NBC's The Voice, and the newest judge is Queen Latifah. Another judge in The Voice is Reba McEntire. She also films her TV show here called Happy's Place. One of my personal favorite shows out on HBO Max. The 5th and final season is streaming now. It's called Hacks, H-A-C-K-S, starring Gene Smart and Hannah Einbinder. They did a lot of filming for that TV show here. You actually see the studio tour in season 4 of that TV show, which is really, really cool. But one of our newest shows here is a spin-off of the American version of The Office called The Paper.
We sell products made out of paper, toilet tissue, and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
Now this is from the creators of both The Office and Parks and Recreation. This TV show stars Domhnall Gleeson, Sabrina Impacciatore, who you might recognize from season 2 of HBO's The White Lotus. And if you're a fan of the American version of The Office, the character Oscar Martinez, played by Oscar Nunez, returns for this TV show.
God, not again.
And we've been around for a long time. On your screens you can see a little bit more of our history and our sound stages. All of these productions that you see on your screens were brought to life over the years in our sound stages. And if you're looking at our screens right now, you're going to notice we explore all genres at Universal Studios, including animation. We are currently working with 2 specific production companies to make animated films. One of those animation companies is DreamWorks Animation. We are currently working with DreamWorks to make Shrek 5. We're going to be introducing Zendaya into the cast. And the other animation company that we work with at Universal, their logo is actually coming up on your right. It's the logo for Illumination Entertainment. This company is behind Despicable Me, Minions, and their latest movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which came out last month in theaters. But coming up in a few moments on your left is going to be our first celebrity sighting of the day. Everybody say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And look at that, our celebrity has a cold bottle of beer in his hand, so everybody raise a toast to Ted the Bear, celebrating season 2 of his TV show here.
Hi, Ted Bennett, 2 feet 5 inches. I am locally based, SAG eligible, and I will not shave.
Now the first 2 seasons of Ted the Bear are streaming now on Peacock. Also on your left are these bungalows. These are offices occupied by companies like DreamWorks and Illumination. They come to these offices to brainstorm, to write their scripts, to do their budgeting, to pick which actors are going to be a part of their projects. Mark Platt Productions also works here, and they are behind movies like Wicked and Wicked for Good, starring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. And a movie like Wicked films in real locations all around the world. But a movie like Wicked also needs sound stages so that we can create the imaginary land of Oz. And coming up on your left, we're going to be passing by sound stages 30, or actually 25 and 26. Now the inside of these sound stages currently look like the inside of a hospital, and that is in preparation for season 3 of our workplace comedy TV show, St. Denis Medical.
Welcome to St. Denis Medical Center. St. Denis Regional Medical!
Now this TV show, similar to The Paper, is also from the creators of The Office and Parks and Recreation.
We're like the Avengers, you know?
We're not supposed to have favorite creations, but we do.
I almost don't want them to get better.
Pale, kind of blotchy.
It's the other one.
Oh my God, that's much worse.
Wow.
The first 2 seasons of St. Denis Medical are streaming on Peacock now. Season 3 is going to be filmed here very, very soon. But if we're not filming in a soundstage, if we're not filming in a real location, we have outdoor sets in our Backlot, which is where we're going to be for the rest of the tour today. And the first outdoor set that you're going to see is our Metropolitan sets. A portion of it was used as Hill Valley for Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future, starring Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. A lot of your favorite musical celebrities have filmed music videos here. Celebrities including Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Michael Bublé, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Jungkook. The list goes on and on. And on your left is our New York Street. We use this street as 1940s New York City for Marvel's Captain America, the First Avenger, starring Chris Evans. We also use it as the Big Apple for The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield, and as 1933 New York City for our King Kong movie from 2005. We're gonna meet King Kong in a little bit, so prepare yourselves. But before we meet King Kong, at the top of this hill on your right is our runaway train. 50 years ago, this train used to be a part of our studio tour. And back in the day, this train used to hurtle towards our trams, and it would come to a screeching halt at the very last second. And if you're lucky, you're also going to see a really good-looking tour guide appear at the front car. So make sure to wave hello to him. Oh, surprise. It's me. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to let y'all know one more time again, I am not AI, okay? I'm not a pre-recording. I'm a real person with real feelings, so give me all of your energy today. And as we make our way inside this creepy-looking tunnel here, as incredible of a driver as Riley is, the road gets very bumpy and very rocky in here. So as we approach this tunnel, look around to your seats and look around to your feet. Make sure to hold on tight to all of your valuables, your personal belongings. You do not want to accidentally drop anything in here. And here, briefly, is the director of King Kong, Mr. Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. And to me, Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along for the ride.
Alrighty.
We're about to return to Skull Island.
If you're ready to meet King Kong, everybody say woohoo! Alright.
Folk. Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. A wall 100 foot high. Why'd they build a wall?
Remain seated. Hold on to your belongings. Look around. And everybody, welcome to Skull Island. Everybody say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Wave hello to the dinosaurs. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. For King Kong, round of applause for King Kong 360. Bravo, bravo. If y'all are still alive out there, everybody say, all right. All right, all right. All right, I love it. Hey, we made it out all in one piece, everybody. As we make our way into the light, I saw a lot of surprised and equally traumatized faces out there. It's okay. We made it out alive. We made it out together. That's all that matters. We hope that you're enjoying yourselves so far on the studio tour. And I do want to mention really quickly, if you happen to be in a blue seat by any chance, you might get wet throughout the course of today's tour. So look around and mentally prepare yourselves, because all your seats are blue. Wow. Now I do want to ask everybody a really quick question. Going downhill, I can see everybody. So quick show of hands. Who is on the tour for their first time ever? First time? Whoa, look at all those hands. Okay, cool. I mean, y'all looked out. Y'all survived King Kong 360. That was shown to you on 16 movie theater-sized projector screens, brought to life using visual effects from New Zealand at Weta Effects. Weta Effects has done visual effects for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. They also got their 8th Academy Award for Best Visual Effects for Avatar: Fire and Ash, directed by James Cameron. And over on your left-hand side, you're going to see our Metropolitan sets one more time. Now, these buildings look very realistic. You see a lot of bricks here, but in reality, almost every set here is made exclusively out of plywood, plastic, chicken wire, and plaster, making it a lot easier for our set decorators to change the look of these buildings to accommodate them for whatever production is going on at Universal Studios. Now, if you have any questions about the studio tour, I'll be able to answer them at the end of this tour, but as we move forward, we're going to be going deeper into our backlot, showing you sets like these that are sprawled all throughout our studio lot. And these outdoor sets accommodate for all genres at Universal, and a big genre for us is the monster movie. We are very famous for our horror films. We are the proud hosts of Halloween Horror Nights every single year for a reason. Of course, a lot of the most iconic monsters in cinema history started with us at Universal. And here on your right is a beautiful mural by artist Tristan Eaton, using only spray cans and spray paint. It is a jaw-dropping homage to 5 classic monsters from the 1930s and the 1940s. From right to left on this mural, from right to left, you're going to see the Wolfman, the Gillman from The Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Monster of Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula. And these are just a few of the many iconic characters that are a part of our filmography here at Universal Studios. Looking back on your left, you're going to see a couple more of our sound stages here, including sound stages 30 and 31, currently being prepped to be used for filming for season 30 of NBC's The Voice. A little further down, soundstage 33 is being used for Reba McEntire's TV show, Happy's Place.
Hey there, I'm Reba McEntire, and welcome to Happy's Place. We shoot our heartfelt comedy right here on Universal Lot. Now, unlike most TV shows, we are a multi-camera sitcom, meaning several cameras capture every scene from a different angle, all at the same time.
Now, looking on your right-hand side are the oldest sets on the lot. These are our Western sets. Beyonce did visualizers here for Cowboy Carter, and Quentin Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, also filmed down the street on your right. But bringing your attention back to the left, you're going to see this big body of water behind the trees here. This body of water is called the Hollywood Ocean, and due to its size, we can turn the Hollywood Ocean into any body of water we need it for. For example, way back in 1954, we turned the Hollywood Ocean here into the Amazon River for our 3D cult classic, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, he's charming, he's devilishly good looking, as you can see right here on your screens, but the Creature from the Black Lagoon is only one of several iconic monsters that started with us at Universal, and the birthplace of the monster movie is here in Little Europe. Compared to our Metro sets, you can already notice an architectural shift in design for these buildings here. We also have cobblestone streets here that accommodate for any faraway European location that we might want to explore here. But a little more recently, we used this area as the afterlife for all 4 seasons for one of my all-time favorite sitcoms, NBC's The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Starring Kristen Bell, Manny Jacinto, William Jackson Harper, and Ted Danson. All 4 seasons of The Good Place utilized our Little Europe sets. They not only filmed our sound stages, they filmed practically every square inch of our Little Europe sets. In fact, this yogurt shop that you see on your screens, is the building that is right behind me right now. It's going to be coming up on your left-hand side in a few moments. It's important to note all 4 seasons of The Good Place are streaming now, and you can see Little Europe used in practically every single episode of that TV show.
I can't risk going to the bad place.
Well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Now, if you're a fan of The Good Place, you'll also recognize the railway station coming up on your left-hand side. But we also use Little Europe as the land of Genovia for Disney's Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement, starring Oscar Award winners Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. We also had a couple of musical sequences filmed here in Little Europe. Dance sequences filmed for Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, starring Brandy and Whitney Houston. But on your right, this opening here, this clearing, is called the Court of Miracles. And back in the day, this is where a lot of our angry villagers would gather and riot against our favorite monsters.
Position now. The monster. He's in the woods. Get out the Blackhouse. Raise all the men you can, lock them in indoors, and wait for me. I'm ready! Your torches and go!
Now, throughout the course of this montage on your screens, you'll notice a lot of these classic black and white monster movies were made during the early 1930s. This was during the Great Depression. Hollywood was very broke during this time, and so was Universal Studios. And these movies, these monster movies, not only kept the lights on for us at Universal, but they also revolutionized the way that we use visual effects in movie making. And if anything, audiences have never seen anything quite like these monster movies before. Now, if you were to watch these monster movies now, some of those effects might look a little dated, a little silly. And these monster movies are a lot more camp and entertaining than they are terrifying. But back in the day, audiences had never seen anything quite like these movies before. Now, if we're not filming in a set like Little Europe, if we're not filming in a real location, we're usually building our sets, doing a lot of filming inside sound stages, like this one right here, Soundstage 50. There was a cast and crew of an action movie filming in here earlier today, but as of right now, the cast and crew has finished filming for the day, so they went home. They're filming some kind of elaborate action sequence in here, but as of right now, this soundstage is all by itself, and we are going to get the rare opportunity to make our way inside. So as we prepare to make our way inside, please remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. The set that's in here is a hot set. It is constructed, decorated, and ready to be used for filming. Admittedly, our driver Riley and myself, we've admittedly never been in here before. I don't necessarily know what to expect as we make our way forward, but I will point out as much as I can as we move along. But make sure to look around. I will point out as much as I can as we move forward. But again, remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle, and welcome everybody to Soundstage 50. As we enter this soundstage, on your left, I see a production schedule here. I see a lot of camera equipment, a lot of lighting equipment. And using context clues, looking around at the set, looking at the posters, the maps, the directories on the walls, it looks like they've turned this once empty soundstage into the middle of a downtown San Francisco subway station. I grew up in the Bay Area, so this looks pretty realistic to me. They're filming an elaborate action sequence in here. Again, the cast and crew went home. We're not going to see this action sequence right now, but seeing the set itself is incredible. Everyone. Uh-oh. You know what? I think they're doing a trial run for their earthquake simulation in here. Y'all better hold on tight. Oh, remain calm, we're all good. Deep breaths. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa, the roof is falling back there, everybody, careful. So literally, everybody here has successfully survived earthquake, the big one, here in Soundstage 50. Now this earthquake attraction opened on the studio tour back in 1989. So when I said earlier that I've never been in there before, when I said earlier that I didn't know what was going to happen in there, I lied. But as we make our way into the light, we are more than halfway through the tour. We have about 25 minutes left in the studio tour, so I do want to check in on everybody real quick. If you're still here with me, if you're alive and well, if you're enjoying yourselves, everybody say, ooh yeah. This is a good group. I like y'all. This is a really good group, everybody. We're more than halfway through. Again, if there's any serious emergency, you know what to do. Just pull the cord, remain seated. We'll stop the tram. I'll go back to assist you. In the meantime, we're going to take you to Amity Island now. And this is from Steven Spielberg's blockbuster hit from 1975, Jaws. In just a couple of weeks, the movie Jaws will officially turn 51 years old. It is a monumental part of our history at Universal. It was a massive smash hit when it came out in the summer of 1975. Now, the director of Jaws, Mr. Steven Spielberg, was only 26 years old when he directed this movie way back in 1974. But a big part of the history of Jaws lies in the production process for the movie Jaws, because famously, the mechanical shark that they used for filming did not work. In fact, Steven Spielberg built this mechanical shark thinking that it was meant for fresh water, but they ended up filming it in the Atlantic Ocean, and obviously the Atlantic Ocean has seawater, causing the mechanical shark to have countless technical difficulties on set during production. Apparently, part of the mythology of that movie Jaws is apparently on the first day of filming, that mechanical shark sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. So it caused a lot of setbacks, a lot of delays during production, but in the end, it worked out beautifully. Jaws was a massive success, and it is the first movie to have ever crossed $100 million at the box office. Originally, the movie Jaws was supposed to come out in the winter of 1974, but because of all those delays, it ended up coming out in the summer of 1975, accidentally becoming the first ever summer blockbuster movie. So as we prepare to head inside Amity Island, a word of caution, remain seated, make sure to keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle, because we have had a few shark attacks here in the last couple of days. I don't say that to scare you though. I feel like everything is under control. As of right now, the shark is out of the water. We're out of harm's way. The only living thing that's in the water right now is my best friend. His name is Jorge. He's a scuba diver, and it's his first day on the job here at Amity Island. He's out there right now by that boat there, blowing bubbles underwater. He's our protector, making sure that the water is safe and that the coast is clear. So we're all in good hands, nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. Do y'all see that? Oh, okay, I'm getting word that we should get Jorge out of the water. Well, there he is. Everybody wave at Jorge, try to get his attention. Hey, Jorge. Jorge, you should probably get out of the water, buddy. I don't think it's safe for you to... Oh. Jorge. Bro, are you good? Okay, I'm sure he's fine. I see a lot of concerned faces out there, but you know, give him some grace. It's his first day on the job. I'm sure he's fine. And you know what? For no reason whatsoever, we're gonna go behind these very flammable gas tanks. Okay? Don't ask any questions. Just trust me. Look at the view. Enjoy it. Nothing to fear. Nothing to worry about. But you know what? We have a mechanical shark. His name is Bruce. He wants to come out and say hello to your beautiful faces. Where is Bruce? Oh, there he is. Everybody wave hello to my buddy Bruce. And if you don't wave hello, don't worry. You can always jump back and scream and hear the things too. Now, as I mentioned before, that mechanical shark is not the one that we use for Jaws, thank goodness, because again, that mechanical shark that they used for filming for Jaws famously did not work during filming. But Jaws was such a massive success. Again, it was the first movie to have ever crossed $100 million at the box office. And just a year after the movie's release, in the summer of 1976, we added Jaws to the studio tour. It's been in the same exact spot ever since. And during production, Steven Spielberg gave that shark a nickname. He named him Bruce, after his real-life lawyer and attorney, whose first name is also Bruce. And if any of you out there remember the name of the great white shark from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo, you remember his name is also Bruce. That is a callback to our mechanical shark from Jaws. And just like we like to recreate sharks at Universal, we also like to recreate the weather here. Weather is very strange, very unpredictable here in LA, but we use weather to tell stories. And coming up is the oldest attraction on the tour. This area here is called La Fiesta de la Lluvia, and that is Spanish for the party of rain. In a few moments, we're going to be surrounded on all sides by overhead sprinklers. These overhead sprinklers are secretly hidden on the roofs of the buildings, hidden in the trees. And on your left, if we need to film a dramatic rain sequence on a sunny day like today, we use strobe lights and thundering sound effects. And when we put those two elements together, we can create lightning. Now on the count of 3, everybody here say the word action as loud as you can and look over here on your left, all right? Y'all ready? Loud and proud. 1, 2, 3. Hey, nice job. And look what you did, everybody. You made it rain. These are called rain rigs. Now we do need to save some of this artificial rain for the other guests taking the tour today. So on the count of 3, everybody say the word cuts. We'll turn these off and then move forward, all right? Loud and proud. Don't be shy. 1, 2, 3. Hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, y'all. Any moment now. Just give it a second. Okay, I should probably let you know if these don't turn off in time, our flash flood sequence automatically goes into effect. That just means that thousands of gallons of recycled water just start coming down the bottom of the hip. Oh, just like that. I should have mentioned that earlier. Did I mention y'all might get wet on the tour today? If I didn't mention it before, y'all might get wet on this tour today. Now you can see our flash flood sequence used in Lady Gaga's music video for her song Judas. Judas, Judas. In that Judas music video, Lady Gaga does her own stunts as the flashlight comes down. In that same music video for Judas, Lady Gaga also does choreography right down this street on your left, in this area here called Old Mexico. Janet Jackson's Escapade music video was also filmed over here. And we also had a couple of scenes filmed here in Old Mexico for Nacho Libre, starring Jack Black. Everybody say Nacho. Nacho. All right, but moving away from Old Mexico, we're going to be passing by Amity Island again. As I mentioned before, Jaws will officially turn 51 years old in just a couple of weeks. The director, Steven Spielberg, one of my personal favorite filmmakers and directors of all time. He was only 26 when he directed that movie, which is just crazy, everybody. It's just absolutely crazy. But his newest movie, Disclosure Day, is going to be coming out in theaters everywhere in just a couple of days on June 12th. So make sure to check that out. And as we leave Amity Island behind, we're going to be entering our residential area here. You're going to see a lot of residential houses that we can use for any kind of neighborhood setting that we might need for filming. But all of these houses, as realistic as they may appear, these are all empty. They're all empty, unoccupied shells, waiting to be decorated and used for filming, including our Chicken Ranch house at the top of this hill on your right-hand side. Now we're also going to be entering our neighborhood set. Anytime that we want to film in a neighborhood, instead of filming in your own neighborhood, we film in our own fictitious neighborhood set coming up here called Colonial Street. You're about to see Colonial Street as we enter, and you can see Colonial Street in this brand new TV show, a murder mystery TV show starring the lovely Keke Palmer called The Burbs.
To Ashfield Place, the safest town in America. So, what's the deal with that Victorians? There have been whispers of murder. Which one of us is the murderer? So are we gonna go in?
Do white ladies love salads? Hell yeah, we're going in.
All 8 episodes of The Burbs are streaming now on Peacock. That TV show is based on the movie of the same name, The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher, which also filmed here at Colonial Street. But a lot of people recognize Colonial Street a little more famously as Wisteria Lane from The Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
Now, having our own fictitious neighborhood set at our disposal is incredibly convenient for us at Universal Studios. We can make anything happen here. For example, if we're filming a Christmas movie here in the middle of July, and we need to turn this neighborhood set into a winter wonderland, it is very easy for us to do something like that. And as we go around this cul-de-sac here, coming up on your right-hand side, the bright yellow house on your right belongs to Davy, the main character of the Netflix TV show Never Have I Ever. created by Mindy Kaling. And right across from that yellow house, this bright white house on your left belongs to Ted the Bear in his TV show.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see. We got 20 cottons.
Now again, the newest second season of Ted is streaming now on Peacock, and as we leave Colonial, it is important to note this is one of the most frequently used sets on the studio lot. But leaving Colonial behind, we are now officially entering the final 15 minutes of our world-famous Universal Studio Tour. Everybody say, aww. Aww. I know, savor these last few moments that we have together. But again, in these final 15 minutes, if there's any medical emergency, any serious emergency, you know what to do. Just pull the cord, remain seated. We'll stop the tram, we'll go back to assist you. On the street that we're on right now, it looks like nothing, but we like to call it Wilderness Road. And if you're a fan of Ariana Grande, her newest song, Hate That I Made You Love Me, in that music video, there is a car crash that happens, and that was filmed right here on this road that we're on right now. And speaking of vehicles, we're going to show you some picture cars. Since the dawn of cinema history, vehicles have been put through the most outrageous scenarios and situations. And as many of you already know, vehicles are really expensive in real life. So instead of damaging and destroying real vehicles in these movies and TV shows, we instead damage and destroy less expensive replicas of these vehicles called picture cars. And picture cars are usually made to withstand car chases, stunts, flips, explosions of every kind. And we actually have several picture cars out on display for all of you to be able to see. As we round this corner, on your left-hand side, we have one of our original Studio Tour trams from 1964. This is what our trams looked like 62 years ago. Also on your left, we have picture cars from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the Flintstones, Harry Potter, and Transformers. That is all on your left. On your right-hand side, we have picture cars from American Graffiti, Back to the Future, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and The Mummy Returns. We have guests visiting from every corner of the world to come visit us here, every single day here at Universal. Whether you're an LA resident, whether you're visiting Los Angeles for the very first time, if any of y'all need a nice place to stay, stay at this motel here and leave a loud Yelp review afterwards. This is the Bates Motel. This is, of course, from Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 classic, Psycho. And look who it is, everybody. That is the sole resident and owner of the Bates Motel, Mr. Norman Bates. Business is very slow for him here at the Bates Motel, so it looks like he's giving himself a well-deserved vacation. Oh, looks like he forgot something inside. But we caught him at the right time, right before he leaves. I think he's getting his luggage or something, I'm not too sure. So once he comes back outside with his luggage, we should all wave hello. Oh my goodness, that is not a luggage, I can tell you that much. I repeat, that is not a luggage. We should probably report him to the authorities, everybody. Everybody awkwardly wave hello to Mr. Norman Bates. Hey Norman, how's it going? You're not going to use that knife on us, are you? Okay, everybody wave goodbye to Mr. Norman Bates. Bye, Norman. Don't let him get too close, everybody. Don't let him get too close. Wave one last goodbye to Mr. Norman Bates, everybody. Bye. See you later, Norman. Now, Norman Bates is a psychotic man, but he does run this motel with the help from his mother. His mom isn't doing too well right now. She's not doing too hot. But it's okay. She's here. She's actually in the top left window of this house coming up on your left-hand side. So if you get a nice view of that top left window, make sure to wave hello to Norman Bates' mom. Norman Bates' mom is very youthful, very beautiful, very well moisturized. She uses sunscreen every day, as everybody should. So if you want to look as good as she does, use that as your PSA, everybody. And moving away from our Psycho sets, for all of you Ariana Grande fans out there, if you saw her music video for her song Supernatural, you'll recognize this next set coming up. In fact, last year, this set turned 20 years old, and this is Steven Spielberg's disaster site set from his 2005 alien abduction movie, War of the Worlds. Starring Tom Cruise, on your left is a real-life 747 aircraft. This is a real plane purchased by Steven Spielberg himself, using his own money. And he bought this plane for $260,000. As elaborate and as expensive as this set was, you only see it for 4 minutes in the movie's entire runtime.
You're good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen now, man. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now I'm closed. Bobby, get in.
Now going from one alien abduction movie to the next,
Get in.
We are about to enter the mind of Jordan Peele, the Oscar award-winning writer-director of thrillers and horror films like Get Out, Us, and his third and latest feature film from a couple of summers ago, his sci-fi horror movie, Nope.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Kiki Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Now, the movie Nope centers around Jupiter's Claim, this Western amusement park that sits in the middle of a UFO hotspot. And in that movie, those UFOs disguise themselves as clouds in the sky. This is the actual set used for filming for the movie. And here to welcome us to this UFO hotspot is the man behind it all. Oscar award-winning filmmaker, writer, producer, and director, the one and only Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Cheer. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Welcome to the world.
Take one last look around, everybody. Again, this is the actual set used for filming for the movie Nope. And originally, this movie filmed a couple of hours away from here in Agua Dulce, here in California. But Jordan Peele is such a massive fan of the tour. He brought this set from Agua Dulce and put it right here on display for all of you to be able to see.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud? Yeah. No.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jordan Peele is one of our great collaborators with us here at Universal.
Hell no.
And of course, we collaborate with all different kinds of filmmakers here at Universal, including Christopher Nolan, the filmmaker behind movies like Inception, Interstellar, the Dark Knight trilogy, Oppenheimer, his latest movie, The Odyssey, starring Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Anne Hathaway, is coming out on July 17th. They did a lot of filming on your right-hand side in Falls Lake. And actually, at the end of the road on your right, you're going to see a massive boat. This is the same on-screen boat that you can see not only in the trailer, but that you are going to eventually see in the movie for The Odyssey. The Odyssey is the first film in history to have ever used 70mm IMAX cameras in its entirety for the whole movie experience. So definitely watch it in IMAX. It's going to be an incredible experience to watch. And of course, another one of our great filmmakers is Steven Spielberg, the mastermind behind movies like Jurassic Park, Jaws, Schindler's List, War of the Worlds, E.T., and his latest movie, Disclosure Day, starring Josh O'Connor and Emily Blunt, is coming out on June 12th.
What did you steal?
Secrets.
From Steven Spielberg.
Are they human?
No. People are starved for the truth.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world.
On June 12th.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
The truth belongs to all of us.
3, 2, 1.
This is Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day, rated PG-13, in theaters June 12th.
We covered a lot of ground today, everybody. 400 acres of land, over 111 years of Hollywood history. All that is left to do now is bring you back to the park so you can enjoy the rest of your experience here at Universal Studios Hollywood. And that officially concludes our world-famous Universal Studio Tour. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking time out of your day to go on this experience with our driver, Riley, and myself. We had a great time showing you around our historic, iconic studio lot. If it was your first time on the studio tour or your millionth time on the studio tour, thank you, thank you, thank you. And a big thank you to all of our annual pass members as well. Now, if you're not an annual pass member, please do not panic, do not worry. I still respect you. I still appreciate you. But if you'd ever like to get an annual pass, you can always check out the box office at the front of the theme park or at City Walk, so you can find out how you can come back again and again. And ultimately, above everything else, we could not have done any of this without our superstar driver, Riley, because in reality, without Riley, y'all would have had to walk through 400 acres of land all by yourselves. That would not have been half as fun. So on the count of 3, everybody say, thank you, Riley. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Riley. And again, my name is Jorge, that is spelled Jorge. I've been your studio tour guide today. I had a great time with everybody here. I hope you all had fun as well. And if there's anything you'd like to ask me, anything you'd like to tell me, questions, comments, what have you, I'm going to be by the studio directory screen coming up on your left-hand side. But again, this officially concludes the tour, so look around at your seats, make sure to grab all of your valuables and all of your belongings. Watch your arms and legs as these gates open up on your left-hand side. Make sure to watch your step as you hop off the tram. And enjoy the rest of your time here at Universal Studios Hollywood, everybody. Again, I'm going to be by that studio directory on your left-hand side if you want to say hello. But aside from that, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the theme park. And that is a wrap, everybody. I will see all of you in the movies. Thank you so much.